His official name is His Royal Highness Prince Chatrichalerm Yukol of Thailand. But in the world of film, he's known simply as Chatri. With a career stretching back more than 3 decades, he happens to be one of the most extraordinary directors anywhere in the world, making some of the most extraordinary films.
Cut. Okay.
When Chatri's first historical epic, The Legend of Suryatai, burst onto the screens in 2001, many of his fellow directors were stunned. In an industry transformed by the use of digital effects, here was someone who didn't use them at all, while still achieving spectacular outcomes on screen.
How did you do it?
Well, we do it the old-fashioned way.
They're all real. You didn't digitally enhance any of that.
No.
Making history about Thai history has become Chatri's specialty. First, Suryatai, and then a trilogy of movies, 2 of which have been completed, about her grandson, King Naresuan. But it's all a far cry from the prince's career as something of a rebel, willing to tackle sensitive subjects that made many Thais uncomfortable about themselves. Films about prostitution, for a start.
I spent 11 months in a brothel just to get the story alone, and try to understand why they do things what they do.
But then, with the turn of the century, came a turn in Chatri's career, to the blockbusters that have Thais flocking to see his tales of the nation's kings and queens of yore. It's the 16th century, and a beautiful warrior queen risks her life to defend her husband and her nation from their marauding Burmese neighbors to the north. It's an unashamed pitch to Thai patriotism. And with the present queen's encouragement, once Chatri had decided to accept the challenge of telling the story, the rest of his mission quickly fell into place.
It's the Queen project, so they let me use this army base as a set.
The Thai army was persuaded to set aside more than 800 acres for Chatri to build a permanent set at Kanchanaburi, west of Bangkok.
And they're extraordinary structures because a lot of the intricate artwork is done in polystyrene, isn't it?
Yeah,
and rubber.
Right.
That's all plastic?
Oh, the whole thing.
So how did you get the technology to do this?
From Beta.
From Weta in New Zealand?
Yeah.
It's the technology we've already seen at Weta, transplanted to the Thai countryside.
Practically all the armor, everything is made out of material. It's lighter and it looks good.
Through his good friend, the Australian director Baz Luhrmann, Prince Chatri was introduced to Weta's Richard Taylor, and they've been close collaborators ever since.
Because New Zealand is like Thailand, we don't have that much money to making film. And they're very good at this sort of thing.
Apart from being a shining example of regional cooperation in the industry, Weta's technical assistance has helped Prince Chatri take his movies to another level. Only a profoundly talented director could execute scenes like these, though Chatri is the first to acknowledge that when it comes to spectacle, being a royal in Thailand definitely helps.
I can get 5,000 people.
You can get 5,000 people.
Yeah.
These are regular soldiers in the Thai army who've been assigned to Chatri as extras. But not content with taking risks with humans, Chatri thinks nothing of taking risks with elephants, and lots of them.
You had 100 in Suryatai, and now you're going to do 200. So it will be a big elephant battle scene.
Elephant battle scene.
What can go wrong, do you think?
Well, a lot of things can go wrong. Horse hate elephant, elephant hate horse, elephant hate buffalo, buffalo hate horse and hate elephant, and everybody hate elephant.
When he completes the Naresuan trilogy, Chatri intends to put what he calls his old-fashioned methods behind him. And with the help of the Kiwis at Weta, make a digital masterpiece with dinosaurs and the works. He says it's his to have been born a prince, but doesn't want to be remembered as one. For his epitaph to eventually read simply, filmmaker.
I don't regard myself as anything except a filmmaker, as a professional. Not artist, not anything to do with anything.
You're just making movies?
Just make movies.
Telling stories?
Telling the story. That is my thing.
Coming up on Scene by Scene, the Australian filmmaker who swapped Bondi Beach for the wilds of the Pakistan-Afghan border.